Yo, you guys ready for this morning session? Yo, what's up, Demon? Good morning, man. Just ready for my morning conversation with folks and chit chat on this nice Saturday morning. Looks like it's gonna be a sunny day here in Winterland. I hope you're doing good though. Thank you. Thanks for the like. I feel like this is good for me. This really is good for me to have some outlet while I do this stuff, because I don't have a gym partner, you know, and it's like a lot of this kind of motivation is always built up by having some sort of partner that you co-op all this stuff with. But having the phone around and streaming. You can't hear me? That's weird. In the past, it's always worked. What about now? Can you hear me now? Oh, I got you. There's loud music at your place. Okay. You do you, man. You do whatever you're gonna do. That's fine.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're just here. And I hope you're having a good day in Japan. It's kind of cool to be able to get up and have conversations at your restaurant. Nice. What's your restaurant called? What's the name of your restaurant, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, they found it. It's kind of like
All right.
and then
See you, Demon.
create a business. So that's why it's never been really
I'll see you later.
so it's like, you know, sometimes they just want to exercise their rights. He just it was pretty quick that he worked on the case for about 2 years and tried to let him know. We're talking to find this, you know, there's a lot of
Anyways, guys, my legs are still pretty sore from yesterday, or 2 days ago, I mean. I gotta walk off this soreness somehow. Just walk it off. I'm not getting as many viewers as I did before, but it's more consistent. It's like it's the numbers aren't jumping all over the place, you know what I mean? It's like it's very consistent numbers. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do today. Sunday's kind of like a throw it up in the air day. You know, everybody's off kind of thing. And I don't know if I want to do like some big exercise today either. I just want to make sure that everything stays loose. I don't want my body to tighten up and become like too.
We're eliminating people we don't want on there.
I want to focus more on being able to stretch. You know, I don't want to lose my ability to stretch by some recovery happening that makes it harder for me to, you know, do certain things. That's one thing I'm afraid of getting older, is just like, you know, tying your shoes, putting on your socks kind of thing. Like, I feel like that's going to be a nightmare when like old age finally comes around, kind of thing. So I'm just here today to kind of stay warm, stay hot, stay hydrated, keep the conversation going. Had a nice morning stream this morning, you know, with doing the news. There's one piece of poetry that I was like looking for though, where it was like, I described like all these things in the forest, trying to grow up and search for the light, and they were fighting for the light, you know, kind of thing.
It's like, it might be too traumatic, you know.
Yo, what's up, Lindsay? That's a crazy comment. It's wild. What does it mean? Crazy comment, Lindsay. What are we gonna talk about on this walk, though, guys? We got all this room. We got no direction. We can go anywhere. We can touch upon Mars, the surface of Mars. We can touch upon Titan. You know, we can dig deep into the earth with some topic that's related to being grounded, until it's just the idea of the earth being surrounded, and maybe deep in the earth is like being in the sun, or on its surface, son. It's just light, baby. At that point in time, to go that deep into something. What do you guys think about Dragon Ball Z, though? Everybody here a fan? It's like one of the big things that keeps me motivated at the gym. It's like, yeah, Goku never gave up. Goku kept going. You know, it's like the whole show's like centered around training. It's like there's just episodes where they just train for like hours or whatever. One whole part of a season, you know? Like he trains with King Kai, it seems like forever while they're fighting like all of Frieza's goons and stuff. It's good though, guys. We're finally getting back up our numbers, you know? It's like old days, like two or 3 months ago. But I'm in better shape now, though. I'm in better shape. I don't have the long hair or the beard anymore, but, you know, that was just getting in the way. And also, I just got to this point where I saw all these people with long hair, and I was like, I don't want to be like you guys. You guys ruined it. Like, there were all these people, and I just saw them, and I was like, you guys totally ruined having long hair because you guys are bums. You guys are straight up bums. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be associated with that. Just because that's what it was like. That's what everybody was focusing on. It was like, had nothing, you know what I mean? Like, I snowboard, I grew up around skaters, did all this stuff, was pretty into the punk scene and everything, you know, but it didn't matter because all the bums have long hair too, and it's just like, geez, way to ruin it, guys. You guys look gross. So now I'm just like, all right, I'll rock this shorter hair, you know, I can do more styles now and stuff. Just one little aspect of life, but it makes a world of a difference, you know, with your image and your preparation for the day and stuff.
Oh, it was so funny. She sits down,
Oh, I had some pretty good interaction this morning with this guy named Alien. It was pretty into the stream, so that was nice. But we still got a long day ahead of us, guys. It's only 8 o'clock, 8:18. We still got a whole mountain to climb. And I wonder what I'll spend my time doing. I kind of want to get Elden Ring. You guys ever heard of Elden Ring, the video game? Kind of want to get that and run through Elden Ring. I also know that Dragon Ball has a video game out, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I could get that and run through it. See what's up with the whole Dragon Ball scene. Check that out as well. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a decision and get one of those two things today. Either Dragon Ball or Elden Ring. I know Elden Ring's time has kind of come and passed, you know, a little bit, but just like then I can sort of come across things, and I haven't watched anything on it, so it'd be like it was new for me. But I kind of like coming to things from my own, like I don't like it to be just because something's viral or popular. Like I'll go there when I'm ready. I'll go there when it feels right. So, you know, I can actually pay attention to what's going on, and I can do things according to my own interest and play the game the way that I want to play it, not necessarily have to be compared to everybody else, you know, that's playing it. Because there's lots of ways to play those games. It's just like there's perfect builds, but there's also builds that are just that way because that's kind of how you approach life, you know? Like, it's just a sort of a metaphor of, you know, what tactics you use in reality. So I might look into that a little bit. Could be a big portion of the day, actually, live streaming all that stuff. We're about half a mile now. A little over half a mile here on the treadmill. Not a lot of people here on Sunday, but there were a lot of people like waiting for the gym to open. It was kind of surprising. Definitely a different crew, different crowd. A little bit. Even the music's kind of different. It's like all 70s rock or something. Yeah, I hope everybody out there is having a good day. Hope you guys got plans that you're ready for. You know, all that jazz. I'm getting warm though. I'm getting a sweat going already. 13 minutes at speed 3. So yesterday my family had a party and they like kept it all secret, and finally I got there and it was a party for me. My dad was just like, oh yeah, we're going out to eat, the whole family is, we're gonna go, just because everybody's kind of back in town and we want to like take some time with each other. And so they were like, oh, let's go out to eat. So we went out to eat, and then they passed me a card. Looked like a birthday card or something, but it was just happy graduation because I finally got my diploma in the mail. I have it hanging up where I live stream. You know, I might move it so it's more prominent there or whatever, but I got that hanging up now next to my play button from YouTube, so adds a little bit more legitimacy, I think, to things, because when you're meeting with somebody who's trying to express ideas and give some sort of ounce as to what life is, you know, don't take too much from it, otherwise you'll kill it, kind of thing, but is able to like keep things light and describe things. So I got that going for me now, and it's like, you know what, something I don't see a lot of streamers actually have. There's not a lot of, at least they don't put it up like most people do, you know what I mean? Like I said, you go to a university, you're talking to some professors or whatever else, and they've all got their diplomas up on the wall. So yeah, you don't see people like create this academic atmosphere as much as you'd think. You know, there are people, they put books up and whatever else, but I think YouTube is much more of a like sort of rebellious crowd anyways, to an extent. It started off with people who just didn't want to be wanted to do their own thing and not, you know, just adhere to the system. We have a voice still, and like I said before, there's lots of ways to play life and lots of different kinds of people, but they all somehow seem to do it, you know. But anyways, my way is just trying to accumulate as much of each sort of experience as I can, you know, and if I can document it according to some rigorous tradition, then, you know, I've done that as well. So I've got that up and posted on my stream when I'm at my house, so kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, they had a party for me for finally getting that done, and, you know, being able to sort of move on from that time in my life and sort of gather myself a little bit, you know, and look at which way I'm going and process the events that have happened and occurred, and make them result into something. You know, it's still just a general degree, like it's a bachelor degree, but it's in general topic, just because I took so many different like varieties of classes, but I did fairly well in most of them. So, you know, and that's still me. That's, I could, if I went into those classes and they're talking about stuff, I could definitely, like, you know, it'd be like going through something I already accomplished again. I still have all those reserves of memories from all that stuff. So anyways, anybody out there pushing for some goal, whether it's a piece of paper or something more substantial, you know, you're looking at a guy who got out today from his space and is dealing with what's going on in his world, and there's a little bit of motivation for whoever to kind of do the same themselves out there. So we had quite a few people in here for a minute. There used to be more people talking and stuff, you know, which was nice, but like I said, it's more consistent. It stays above zero, like the whole time at least. So there's definitely much more of like an audience that is found here now. An audience that sticks around, kind of thing. It doesn't fluctuate as much. Oh yeah, but for a while there, after all my like advanced courses, I was just like, this is like a dream. The world's like a dream, and it's like, if you can accomplish anything, why don't I try to do this? And if everybody believes in like Jesus and stuff, then like, I don't know, it's like 90% of the population, it seems like. It's like, all right, well, you guys believe in that, then I'm gonna do this. And you guys can't fault me for like believing in something like that and acting upon it, you know, kind of thing. So anyways, that's kind of where I've been and where I'm coming from. Sort of making it through that process and getting back to something regular and normalized, or the points are already proven. It's like the game has been saved. And it's like, I have an OP character online, you know, but the thing is memories in real life are different than memories that are digital. It's like there's a whole world on there. But here, when you're dealing with individuals, and especially people that are really close to you, stuff like that gets in the way. So you definitely can live like two lives, kind of, you know. You have your online persona, as it were, which a lot of people, you know, that's a common term, your online persona and whatever. So, you know, we'll go for 30 minutes on this. We'll just walk a little bit slower for these last 10 minutes, but we reached a mile. It's 1 mile, guys. So, yeah, it's a little bit like living a double life, you know, trying to like keep up with things that are like natural or more organic, you know, like this idea that people hold information and it's these experiences and the way that you express yourself with these people, you know what I mean? It can get pretty serious. Like this world can get pretty serious. You think that like the online like world can get pretty serious in terms of information and dispersion and things like that, you know, the idea of being a character in your like interpersonal world, you know, as people would say, like the real world is definitely a little bit of a game as well. Just trying to understand what expressions you should invoke at different times. And sometimes it's pretty basic. Sometimes the belief that you're saved is pretty it results in pretty basic language, you know, basic sort of conversation. Almost like this. It's like, you know what, like the things that I've said have already accomplished my end of being able to express like the heights of heaven and the depths of hell. And so now, if this experience is to be something that's normalized, maybe it forgets. Maybe sometimes it's really basic. And hopefully the two can sort of meet, you know what I mean? Become intertwined a little bit, and I can be the same person there and here. So it's not such a double life. I can kind of bring the two halves together, and it results in, you know, like an individual. Somehow I can create the soul, or at least some perspective of my soul and what it means to be me. So, yeah, anyways, online vlogging, which is basically what I'm doing, is just, I'd categorize it as a vlog, you know. Now it's like online vlogging. I'm trying to do a bunch of different, like, broader stuff. Like this morning I did the news, and thinking about doing some gaming, trying to, you know, but it's all at the mercy of how comfortable you are. You know, in both places, you got to be comfortable. You have to be comfortable with yourself, which sounds, it's kind of like oxymoronic, you know what I mean? Like, if it was just you, then you should be comfortable with it. Yo, Gurdeep Singh, what's up? Am I saying that right? Where are you from, Gurdeep? I'm in Utah. Hello from Utah. Are you from India? You're from India, yeah, I can tell by the name. What's it like in India right now? What time is it? I'm curious. Curious to know. It's 8:30 in the morning here. It's got to be like sometime in the afternoon, right? Like late afternoon, yeah. 9:02, 9:20 p.m. Nice. How'd you find my channel? I'm curious. Have you been a subscriber or did you just come across it on YouTube? Yo, thanks for the likes, guys. Yeah, let me know how you found the channel. I'm curious. So I can sort of understand, how my channel is representing itself. Oh, you only understand Hindi? That's okay. All right. Anyways, guys, this idea of being comfortable with yourself, right? But the greater aspect of it is that you're just alone. It's like, I think people fear being alone, and I think people fear of the universe being one kind of thing, because then it's really over. It's like death, a little bit. Just the expression and variety of life has changed, which is why I think it's very important to hold beliefs such as, rights of expression and stuff like that, because it kind of does connect with what life is to be, Maybe we are what we see kind of thing, just as much as what we eat. So I think it's important. But, and I can sort of non-politically connect those two things a little bit, just, we're afraid of being alone. Universe is one, which then gives reason to there being like whole varieties and aspects of people. My country, it's the United States of America. USA. Anyways, guys, I'm coming to the end here. I'm gonna do another a coffee stream. Just it's another part of my day that helps to allow me to see what's going on. I can sort of get out of the picture and check out the cameras, kind of thing. I can be the author of my own fate. So USA, thanks. Yeah, it's just like everything else. It's like, it's probably a fallacy to say the best, and it's probably a fallacy to say the worst, so. At least that's just me. There's a lot of people here that are like, oh, I'll die for my country or something like that, or whatever. I'm much more of somebody who doesn't like names of things, and I like their structure. So it's like, in that case, it's like then you can polarize the world into some political atmosphere that's like decentralized, and it's a much more broad vision of what it means to be like a specific kind of person. But that's just me. It's like I think that there's some sort of failure that happens when you put a name to something, and especially you create all these images, and then all of a sudden it becomes a picture of like one person that doesn't exist. Like I said before, life is, about this difference kind of thing. So I acknowledge what it is, but then I also acknowledge some sort of depiction that everybody else has that I definitely don't fall into, you know. I really don't like people speaking for me and stuff. I'm doing good though. You're deep. Good. Anyways, guys. Oh, what's up, Big Smoka? What's up, man? Yeah, with the Neff shirt. I'm actually gonna end this. I'm gonna end this stream here pretty soon, and I'm gonna go to the coffee shop, grab a cup, and I'm gonna have some morning chit chat. You know what I mean, like kind of thing. So I just wanted to walk for this morning and just loosen everything up. Like it's very tight from like doing squats and whatever 2 days ago. So I'm gonna go kind of sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee, and I'll see you guys there. All right. But it's good to see you, Big Smoka. Thanks for joining, Gurdeep, and I'll see you guys at the coffee shop.